Record. Start. And I'm outside today because my workout room has a bunch of furniture in it because we had to move everything out of the carpeted area. That was just for you, Danielle, because you knew what I'm talking about. All right. So happy Friday. It's going to be a beautiful day and it's Pilates stretch. So let's start off with nice big arm circles all the way up and around. 3, and let's go the other way. 2 and 3, and the other arm. And my shoulders have been feeling great while I was away and today. So let's hope that continues. All right, nice big arms, shoulder rolls all the way up and around. And now the other way. Focusing on your breath. And let's reach high up to the sky. Reach, 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 reach. And let's reach over to one side. And to the other side with a nice big deep breath in and out. Back to center. And let's do 6 full body squats coming down those side walls, booty back. And up. Squeeze those glutes. Nice big breath work. And let's come down those side walls all the way down. All right, let's work on those hips now. So bring your knee up. Woo! A little dizzy spell there. Up and around. 1, 2, 3, and the other way. 3, 2, and 1. And let's do the other leg. 1, 2, 3, and the other way. And let's go all the way up on our tippy toes, squeezing those calves, and down on 1, up on 2, squeezing those calves. And coming all the way down. Rolling your right ankle and roll the other way. And let's go on the outside of that ankle and on the inside. And up on those toes, pushing your arch forward, across your toes. And give a little shake. And rolling the other ankle. It's getting humid out here. And the other way, it's still, oh, I can't tell you what. It was still about 14, 15 degrees when I came out. And the other way, but it's getting humid. Humid. All right, and on the outside. And the inside. Up on those toes, pushing your arch forward, rolling across those toes, and give a little shake. All right, let's just roll our wrists around. Let's bring your one leg up, and we're rolling. Rolling the other way. Keep your rib cage up off those hip bones. Up and down. Wave. And shake. And let's do the other foot. All right, so get your balance up and rolling, rolling, up, down, wave, and shake. Awesome. All right, let's just take our neck here and let's take our ear over to our right shoulder, reaching that left ear up Come back, other side, keeping your shoulders down. Reach that ear up to the sky. And back, and take your chin over to top of your right shoulder. Bring it all the way over to your left shoulder. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. And come back down. And let's just give a nice little shakeroo. All right. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a step 1, 2, just to get that heart rate up a tiny little bit to get things moving. So with your right leg, there she is. Here's my little white girl. Good girl. Yeah. All right, so right, left, kick, right, left, extend, and start using your arms. You are silly. All right, and then the other leg, left, right, kick, left, right, extend. Came home from my holiday and my garden was still lovely, so I'm very happy about that. Looks like I have about another batch of tomato sauce to make up after this weekend because it's supposed to be a lovely warm weekend full of sun. One more. Awesome. All right, now let's do our side. We're going to go to the side. So, of course, side lunge, crunch. Okay, I want you to keep that rib cage up off your hip bones. A nice little puff of breath out as your knee comes to your elbow. 6. Booty goes way back. 7 and 8. And let's do the other side. 1. Remember, booty goes way back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now up and down. So we're going to do squat, extend. Okay, so feet are probably about hip width apart. All right, so squat it down. Booty goes way back. Extend right. And then extend right, left, and extend right. And the rib cage up so your core is engaged. One more per side. 1 and 2. All right. All right, let's extend our arms out to the side. Relax those shoulders down. Rib cage is up so your core is engaged. And let's come across for 4. Squeezing in the back. 3, 2, and 1. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those arms out. All right, we're going to do tiny arms. I'm just getting hot out here. All right, and pulse it up. 4, through 3, 4, 5, 6, and then pulsing down. 1. Tiny movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and forwards. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and backwards. 1, 2. Feel the tiny muscles that are working. Get to know your body. 6, and reaching those arms out again. 6 circles forwards and backwards. And bring those arms down. Give them a nice little shakeroo. All right, I'm just going to turn my mat a tiny bit here. All right, so we're going to go all the way up. We're going to do ragdoll, so all the way up to the sky. Reach all the way up there. And let's come down those side walls. We're going to pulse those feet out. Really exaggerate bringing that knee into your chest there. Keeping the core engaged. Heels come down. Just stay here. Nice big deep breath in and out. All right, soft bend in the knees. Your arms are spaghetti. We're going to roll up our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Some soft bend in the knees. Focusing up, find the lowest one and roll up. Chin to chest. And roll those shoulders back. Up to the sky and back. And this time we're going to open up the the right side. So your left arm is longer than your right. Pulse it just to feel the stretch in your lower back on that right side. And then when you're ready, roll it all the way up. Feel it opening up all on that right side. And up to the sky and back down. And this time, our right arm is longer than our left. Like the pulsing, so you can try to find that lowest vertebrae, and you're really opening up that lower back as you're rolling up to the top. All the way up and back down. Walking our hands out to downward dog. Pulsing those feet out. And then let's push away from our hands. Pushing your chest towards your knees. Nice big deep breath in and out. Sway those hips side to side, nice and slowly. Feeling that stretch under your arm. That stretch goes all the way down from your shoulder into your lower shoulder blade, right at the tip there. Awesome. Still pushing away from your hands. Hips being pulled up to the sky. Let's raise that right leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee and look underneath your right arm. Reaching that knee back. Sometimes you get a little hammy cramp. Bring that leg all the way out again, and we're going to bring it into your chest for 3. On the 4th one, we're going to bring it through to your right thumb. So bring it in and back out for 1, 2, 3. And on this one, bring it all the way through to your right thumb. We're in low lunge here. Take your right arm all the way up. Take a look at that fingertips. Bring it down, switch legs. You're in high plank, switch. Let those hips sink. Hand comes up. And switch again. And then we're going to bring our hands together in front of our right foot. Power up to high lunge. Hands are together like magnets. And up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, All right. We're staying in lunge here. Let's bring our hands all the way down to the inside of that right foot. We're going to lizard from here. So drop that knee, or you can stay up on your toe. Wiggle this right foot out to the edge. There's so many variations here. All right. So I'm going to put my back foot down, open up this leg, and then bring it in. Bring it back into your chest. Bring it back out. We're just working the hip here. I am sweating. Close all those windows, kids. It's humid. Open and close. Awesome. All right. And then bring this leg, your hand down and extend, go up on your toe for a bit, letting those hips sink. All right. Now we're going to reach back with that left hand all the way back and reach for your foot if you can. If you can't, just bring that left foot up. But if you can reach back and grab your foot, really nice quad stretch here. Keeping this right knee out. Let your hips sink into the mat. Release that foot. Let's bring this right foot back to center, up on your heel. And again, we have to make sure that our hips are square. All right, so making sure your hips are square, and you're going to push your booty back first. Feel the stretch all in the back of your leg. Your toe is flexed upwards to the sky for your calf, and then bring your chest down and breathe. Bring that foot all the way back down to the ground. Your hands come on either side. And let's bring that foot back to your left foot. We're in high plank. Let's push back to downward dog. Pushing away from your hands. Let's push our chest towards those knees and your belly up to the sky. And let's bring that left leg up high to the sky. 3 kicks. Bend that knee. And look underneath your left shoulder. Straighten that leg out. And we're going to bring it in through to your chest for a 3/4 time to your thumb. 1, 2, kind of swing with your body forward and back out. And this time we're going to bring it to your thumb. Bring low lunge. Let your hips sink and bring that right arm up to the sky, taking a look at it. And then switch legs. Sink. And look up. And one more switch. They call this the world's greatest stretch. All the way up. And back down. We're going to bring hands in front of that left foot. And I want you to power up to high lunge. And up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring those hands all the way down to the inside of this left foot. And again, going into lizard. So walk that foot out. Let those hips sink. Push that leg out. And bring it in. Press out. And in.
And then let's bring that hand back down. And again, like I said, if you want, tail, go up on your foot if you like. But then for our quad stretch, let's bring that knee down, reach back. Try to have your hips as square as possible. And make sure you have that breath. You're going to feel your body sinking in to the stretch even more with every breath out. Release that foot. And wiggle this foot back into center on your heel. A dog in my way. All right. So hips are square. Push your booty back. Remember, back goes first. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. And then bring your chest down. And you have a good view of your hips now. So take a look and make sure that they're square. And breathe. Let's go back down. All right. And we're going to go up to plank. Holding here, push your shoulders back to your shoulders. And let's just drop our knees down to the mat. So we are in tabletop. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And we're going to do cat and cow, but we're going to do kissing cow. So make sure you do that kissing cow. And we're also going to do it the fascial stretch way. So we are going to push our hands into the mat. Resist bringing those hands back to your knees as you go up into cow, kissing cow. Release. Push into the mat and away from your hands, going up to cat. Chin comes to chest. We're staying up here for a little bit, keeping that resistance on those hands. Belly to your back. Have a nice little wiggle side to side and release. One more time. Push into the mat and towards your knees, going up to cow, kissing cow. Release and into the mat and away from your hands, chin to chest, belly to your back. Breathe and release. From here, we're going to go up to snowbirds. So on one knee, extend your other one. Relax those shoulders down, hands come out, get that belly in. Reach those arms really, really, really wide. The outside of that foot is on the mat, extending from the hip. Tap it down, up a centimeter, and across for 6, 5, 4. Keep that rib cage up off your hip bones. 3, 2, and 1. And touch the mat. And we're going to go all the way up to the sky with that left hand. We're staying here for a second, so let's stretch it out. Right arm down your right leg, left hand all the way up, and 6 wing dips. 1, 2. Your hips are staying still. 3. Your core is engaged. 4, 5, and 6. All the way down. And then let's come down onto that hand. right hand onto your hip, extend that right leg, keeping it nice and heavy, toe pointing down, lengthen that leg, and let's bring it down and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's crunch it. So right arm, left leg in. 1, and extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and lengthen, and bring that hand onto your hip, and we're just going to open and close the hip. So toe tap in the front, heel tap in the back. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And let's come all the way up. And we're going to come down to the other side. Arms are out. Nice big deep breath out. That's where I want you to breathe, but breathing, touch down, up, and to your nose and back. 2, 3. You're lengthening your torso. 4, 5, and 6, and wing dips, touch down, and we're staying up at this one. A nice big deep breath in and out, and wing dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hand comes down, hand on your hip, and leg comes up, toe pointing down. 1, 2, that leg is heavy. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and lengthen and crunch. 1, bring that belly to your back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and lengthen. Bring that hand on your hip and toe tap in the front, heel tap in the back. Feel that hip. Open, close. Open, close. And bring it all the way in. And let's get into tabletop again. All right, and let's have 3 taps of your heels and make a wish for today. All right, we're going to go up into bird dog from here. Move my dog there. All right, so let's extend our right arm and left leg, toe pointing down. Nice big deep breath in and out. Then we're going to hold this for 5 breaths, which is probably approximately about 30 seconds. Lengthen those arms, that arm and leg. Five more seconds, and we're going to do 6 slide outs to the side. So let's slide those limbs out to the side and back for 1, 2, 3. Bring that belly to your back. 4, 5, and 6. Bring that hand down. Leave that leg out to the side. Rainbow tap. So I want your shoulders to be pushed back into their sockets, right? And your belly to your back. And let's bring that leg over the mat and back. For 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And leave that leg out to the left side at 3 o'clock. And let's just sit down on that right leg Extending your arms out in front. Nice big deep breath in and out. And come all the way back up to tabletop. And let's switch legs, sides. Hips are square, left arm, right leg. And we're holding. Nice, controlled, big breaths in and out. And sliding out to the side for 1, 2, 3. Okay, that'll do. Callie. 4, 5, and 6. Hand comes down, rainbow taps. Tap it. Look at that foot on the other side of the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Keep it over at 3 o'clock. And slowly sit down on that leg, extending your right hand out, trying to keep the outer foot of that right foot on the floor. Nice big deep breath in and out. And let's come all the way back up, bringing that knee back in and going down to child's pose. Walk those hands out in front of you. And let's walk those hands over to the right, left cheek off of left heel. Lengthen and breathe. And then walking all the way over to the other side. Back to center. Forearms on the mat. Let's open up those knees, keeping your feet together. And we're going to bring that right arm all the way up to the sky to thread the needle. Take a look at those while you're up here. That's a big chest stretch and shoulder stretch. And then thread the needle, palm is up. Cheek is down. Breathe. And repeat. And on this one, we're going to do the opposite hip grab. So reach, look up at the hand, and then bring that hand to your opposite hip and try to look up. And bring that hand all the way back down. We're going to do the same thing to the other side, threading the needle. Everyone's going at their own pace. And then we're on to the hip grab. And bring that hand all the way back down. All right, we're going to walk those hands down the mat. Callie is just on my mat. Okay, so bring your shoulders over top of your elbows and your forearm should be about shoulder width apart. Okay, and we're going to push our hands into the forearms and hands into the mat. Resist bringing them back to your body And slowly sit down with a nice big deep breath out. Oh, hear the crickety crack. And repeat 3 times. In, resist. One more time. In, keeping that resistance into the mat and pulling back. And then let's take that right hand to 2 o'clock, left hand on top, push in, resist. Oh, frickety crack again. Three times. We're not stopping. This is a flossing. And then to 10 o'clock, right hand on top, sternum over top of those hands, push down, resist, bringing back to that right knee. All the way back up. And from here, we're going to go back into child's pose. Bring your knees together, forehead down to the mat. Let's bring those hands back to on top of your back, both hands, and twine them. And then let's raise them up behind you, nice and slowly. And make sure you're breathing. With every breath out, those hands go up a little higher. And then bring those hands all the way down to your sides, and just let them relax. All right, let's bring our hands back in front of us, and we're going to push up into plank. So back up to plank. And we're going to bring that right leg up behind you and bring it all the way through to your right thumb. We're going to power up to warrior one. And we're going to bring our arms around, bringing our chest down to the ground and all the way back up for 3. Really open up your chest up here. 2. Opening up the chest. And 3. And then coming all the way back up to warrior 2. 1. Cactus it out. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Back up to the sky and down those side walls to downward dog. So bring that foot back. We're in high plank. Push back to downward dog. Let's bring that left leg up this time, all the way up to the sky. Bring it all the way through. Pushing up to warrior 1. And swing those arms back. So you're arching your back. Swing them forward, chest comes down and up. Breath comes out as you're coming down. All the way up to cactus, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Hands come back up. Let's bring them down the side walls, coming all the way down to either side of that right foot. All right, and we're going back to high plank. Push your shoulders back. Let's do a plank twist here. Your side. Drop those knees. Back down to child's pose. And let's just roll over onto our backs. Yep. All right, and let's bring our hands out to T. Lengthen those arms. Bring your knees up above your hips. Belly to your back, right? Try to push that back to the mat. Belly to your back, right? And make sure those knees are above your hips. And let's bring them over to the right. Looking to the left. You can put your right hand on those knees, but try to keep your shoulders onto the mat. And let's breathe for 3. Air is so still right now. All right, let's bring those knees back up over top of your hips. Belly to the mat. And let's go over onto the left side. Reach those arms out for 3. Bring those knees back up above your hips again. Feet come down. Let's cross that right foot over your left knee. Open up that knee and bring it into your belly. And we're going to do fascial hip stretch. So I want you to push that knee into your palm and open up that knee. And repeat. Knee to palm. One more time. Push that out. Press that out, I should say. All right. And then let's grab behind your left knee. Everything's lined up, right? Your heel is in line with your hip. Your knee's in line with your shoulder. Pull in and push out. And breathe. And release. And let's repeat that again. Pull in, push out. And release. Let's bring that leg down. Give a little shakaroo. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So cross that left foot over your right knee. Open up that knee. Bring it into your belly. And push the knee into your right palm. The important thing here is that you're keeping that resistance, pushing the knee to palm and opening it up. So you're contracting that, and then you're stretching it out in that contraction. One more time. Bring it back. Let's grab behind your right knee, line everything up, pull and push. And release. And repeat. And release. And let's bring those legs down to the mat. Give them a little shake. Let's bring our soles of our feet together, going into butterfly. Opening up those legs. Just let them flop there. Relax. Bring those legs together and let's hug hug your left knee and extend your right. Bring that knee into your chest and lengthen that right leg. Switch. Keeping the belly pulled to your back. Switch. And switch. And both knees into your chest now. Roll side to side. Then bring those hands down onto the mat beside your body. And we're just going to snow angel out over top, over behind your head, and lengthen those legs. And let's reach for those opposite walls, keeping the belly pulled to your back. Lengthen. Right arm, left leg. I haven't done this in a while. Left arm, right leg. Both arm and legs reach. And snow angel around again, keeping those arms on the floor as much as you can. Bringing your knees to your chest for a nice hug. And let's try that again. So bring your hands up to the sky. No, sorry, down to the mat, beside your body. And bring those arms overhead. Trying to keep your arms on the mat the whole time. It's a hard thing. Extend those legs. Reach those limbs. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And snow angel around for a nice knee hug. Bring your knees down to the mat. We're going to do a nice glute roll up. So let's measure your fingertips to your heels. Your knees are hip width apart. And we're going to squeeze up blueberry and release. Squeeze up blueberry and release. And now we're going to squeeze up blueberry and we're going to roll up our spine. So from the bottom vertebrae, start rolling up as high as you can up to your shoulders. And let's roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. And release. We're going to do 8 glute bridges. So let's go all the way up. Squeeze those glutes at the top and back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stay up there. Open up those legs and close. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're squeezing with the outside of those legs. 6. Go up a little higher in that bridge. 7 and 8. And now down, up. Putting it together. Down, up, open, close. Down, squeeze those glutes, open, squeeze shut with the outside of your legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and coming all the way back down. And let's lengthen those arms overhead, lengthen those legs, and we're going to do a full body roll up. So bring that belly to your back, hands come up, and if you need to, grab your legs, rolling all the way up, and we're going to reach for our feet. We're in a forward fold. Stay here for a second. Nice big deep breaths in and out. Massage the bottom of your feet for a bit. Rolling all the way back up. And we're going to roll all the way back down. Extend our arms overhead. And we're rolling all the way back up again. Nice big deep breath out as you're coming into that forward fold. And rolling all the way back down. And let's bring those hands up to the sky and knees above your hips. All right, from here, we're going to focus on our abs only. So I want you to push your belly to your back. Push it in right now. And now roll your hips towards your belly button. You should be feeling, I know I am because I haven't done any ab work. Make sure you're breathing. All right, let's bring that right arm and left leg down, keeping that feeling the whole time. And up. 4, thank you. 3, 2, come on, work those abs. And 4, and let's do the other side. Keeping those knees right above your hips. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, keep your hands up there, push your shoulders into the mat. Roll those hips again. And drop those knees nice and slowly, pushing your back to that mat. 1, push the back to the mat. 2, 3, and 4. And let's just turn onto your right side from here. Actually, go all the way over to your belly. And we're going to do some Superman from here. So lengthen your arms and legs, looking straight down at the mat. Arms and legs are up for 1, 2, 3, and down. Up, reach, lengthen, and down. Keeping the belly pulled to your back as well. Up, down. One more time, all the way up and down. And let's just now roll over onto your right side. And let's get up onto a side plank position. Coming all the way up, reach up to the sky. And let's bring our hip down and up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee. We're going to do 3 crazies from here. So you're bending the bottom leg up on your hand, right? And swing around for 3 crazies. 1, 2. I really want you to look way back there. Lengthen those left limbs. And 3. and come all the way down. And let's just do quickly the other side. So going into plank, go on an angle here. 4 hip dips. 1. And again, you can stack your legs or stagger. 3, 4. Drop that left leg and bend it. And swing around. 1, 2, and 3. Bringing it all the way down to sitting on the mat, cross-legged. All right, let's open up these knees, just putting a little pressure on those quads. And then let's just switch legs. Nice, still, big breaths into your belly and back out. And let's take that left hand, place it over top of your right knee and look behind for 2 breaths. Let those legs relax. And come all the way over to the other side. It's your breath work that's really important here. Coming back to center, and let's bring our soles of our feet together and bring them into our bodies. Opening up those legs. And then hands back behind us for a couple knee taps. Right, try to keep both knees on the mat and push your hip flexors forward. And then switch. And then come sit comfortably wherever, however you like to do that. And let's give our shoulders a nice little roll. Keeping our rib cage up off your hip bones. And let's bring our right ear over top of our right shoulder again. Raise that ear up. And then eyeballs up to the sky. Eyeballs down. And back to center. Left ear over left shoulder, keeping your shoulder still. Left ear up. Sorry, right ear up. Shift your eyeballs up. Shift them down. And back to center. And let's take our right chin over to our right shoulder. Bring it all the way over to the other side. Back to center. And let's draw 3 circles with our nose. 1, 2, 3, and the other way. 3, 2, and 1. And bring our chin to our chest. Look up. Probably at about 11 o'clock. And back down. And let's extend our chin out and in. Out, in, keeping our shoulders still. And our neck extended. And shake those shoulders. And let's turn lengthwise onto our mat. Nice. And do 3 rock and rolls, 2 ragdoll. Bring your belly to your back and massaging your spine here. 2 and 3. Let's stay in squat position if you can, right? If you can, open up those knees. And if you can't, just stay in, go right up to ragdoll and enjoy that stretch because we're coming right up there right now. Ragdoll. Let it all hang out. Nice big deep breath in and out. All right. Let those arms be like spaghetti. Soft bend in the knees. Whoa, go all the way back down. Stay down there. We got to hug our knees. We got to thank our legs. Thank you, legs. And then release. Soft bend in the knees now. And we're rolling up nice and slowly. And roll your shoulders back. And let's just give a big old shake the root. That's it for the weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody. High fives.